What's up, guys? It's time to look at X2Y2 again. We haven't looked at it for 2 days now. 2 days ago was the last time, so it's time to see what's happened. A little bit has happened. They have been developing a little bit, so that's cool. That's exciting to see. Overnight, the price jumped up quite significant. If you want to talk X2Y2, at least for them doing a 20% gain, that's quite decent, right? They did one here, obviously, but the whole market went up like crazy out of nowhere. They did 100% gain, right? It was all the way down to 25 cents, and then it went above the 50, so more than 100% gain out of nowhere. And then a 20% gain again here. So there's a little bit of movement, I guess, but again, there's nothing really happening regarding the token overall in the longer term, the like helicopter overview from a distance, because there's so much inflation. Tokens just continue to drop and drop and drop and drop. Right, this person here saying, this is 6 hours ago, sell before halving. Don't listen to the clowns say hold. Halving make the price go down by 40 to 50% more. Then if you believe in it, you can enter it again at a lower price. 17th March is the date of halving. If Crook team doesn't change it like everything else. So if the Crook team doesn't change like everything else, the halving will be on the 17th of March. This guy says hold. So this one is bearish, bullish, bearish. X2Y2 most of the shilling of this for this struggling token in regard to the solid tech, great team in allocated marketing. It has the great marketing it has. It's been doing by panicking clown holders desperately to claw back that 80% losses, which is probably true. I buy X2Y2 and I just wanted to staking it without many gas fees. Okay, that's not proper English there. Super bullish. Yeah. So some people are bullish on it. To be honest, if you're bullish on this right now, you probably don't really know too much about crypto overall. Or you know things that I don't know about the project itself, or you're really looking at it at a longer term picture. But then again, why would you jump in right now and just like hold it for such a long time if you know that there's so much money to be made somewhere else, right? This to me was a pretty good exit point here at 38 cents in the middle of the night. I was asleep, but oh no, it wasn't even the middle of the night. It was yesterday night, 6 p.m. roughly 5 6 p.m. I thought it was later, but if you look at the rest of the market, if you would have transitioned your tokens, X2Y2 tokens, into Ethereum straight away, considering that one was going down a little bit more, right, then it would have been a good trade. Because if Ethereum is down a little bit and your token is up by 20%, well, then that's pretty decent, to be honest. And it would still be a loss, right? But going from 38 cents towards 34, obviously 38 is a better exit point. And we're not accumulating that many tokens anymore right now. So yeah, we are kind of looking at what is a good exit point. How can we minimize risk, right? Well, if there's actually a halving, I haven't actually read anything about it anywhere, which is weird. But if there's actually a halving going on the 17th of March, well, then yeah, definitely we do want to make sure that we get out before that, which is still 11 days, which is a long time. I probably want to get out before that anyway. But the APR is not going down as fast anymore. So, we're getting close to that 1000% mark, which is a scary point. And we want to make sure that we kind of get out before all that happens. But what I want to talk about a little bit is the developments that they came up with. So when we look at the announcements that they've made, there are things coming. So I honestly do think if you're looking at it from a little bit of a longer term picture, that there's potential there. I generally do think that there's potential there. But are we really looking at this at a long-term play? No, not really. And what does long-term mean in this case? Well, I think long-term is like proper long-term, because there's still so many more tokens coming into circulating supply. It will never keep up with a token price like this, right? Maybe somewhere down the track, it's gonna stabilize around, like, I don't know, 10 to 15 cents, right? Could be even less, 7 or 8 cents. Somewhere in that range, and then it's gonna stabilize somewhere there. More and more tokens coming in circulating supply, and after that, it's gonna find an upward trend, and market cap will increase and will rise. But again, there's still tokens coming in the circulating supply. So then you go from 7 cents to 10 cents, which is a 30% gain, and then you go to 13 cents, which is from 10 to 13. That's a decent gain, I guess. So you don't really want to look at it anymore from right now as a good long-term play, because I think this will go down to 12 cents, 10 cents roughly, and then you're going to need a 3x to make up for the money that you're going to put in right now, which can take ages. And APR is definitely not that high anymore for it to be beneficial, so that definitely won't make up for anything. So If you want to jump into X2Y2 for the longer term, then just wait. Let's say this is real. I'll have a look at it to see. I have actually never... Anybody that knows, please let me know in the comments down below where I can find any links on this, because I've never seen anything talk about any of this anywhere, which I thought wasn't even part of the concept of X2Y2, which is more like the luxury concept. But cool, we'll see whether that's true or not. If that's the case, well then wait after that. And yeah, he is true, he is right. You can probably wait until another 30 to 70% drop and then jump in for the longer term, right? But why would you otherwise jump in if you can make so much money on all sorts of other coins? Where we at with the staking? So 1400 APR still, WEF is still low, this is still the same, still nothing. We're sitting at, let's refresh for a second, considering we haven't updated yesterday. I also didn't update it in the form, so we can see how much we've gained over the last 2 days, which is 13,678. So 13,678 is where we're at right now. It is the 6th of the 3rd, and we're sitting at 5 p.m. We're holding it pretty consistent with the timing, roughly at the end of the day. So we have accumulated 1,028 tokens over the last 2 days, over the last 47 hours. And we're sitting at a total of tokens earned of 7,568, which means that we have earned a total of, let's see, I always like doing this. This would have been fun to do in the middle of, well, it wasn't the middle of the night, like last night when it was at 38 cents, it would have been worth a lot more than what we're gonna have right now. But 34.77 is the token price. So 34.77 times the tokens earned, right, for all the new watchers here. Tokens earned in total times the current token price, which is, what did it say? 2,700, 26, currency. 2,631. So this is the highest that we have ever earned so far with the staking rewards. Which you might think, well, that makes sense because you're earning more and more tokens every day. But no, that doesn't necessarily make sense considering the token price is decreasing from time to time. This would have been fun if we would have been able to take this point here, which was roughly, I think it did hit the 38 mark at the peak. Did it? No, it didn't. 37.5 though, 37.6. So we would have had like 10, 20, 30 tokens. Oh no, well, it was yesterday, wasn't it? So we would have had 500 tokens left, less, around 7,000. So around 7,000 tokens that we would have had last night, but it would have been at a 37.6 token price. So it was roughly the same. So from yesterday, even though the token price has decreased 10%, we still earned the same amount of money in tokens because we did accumulate 500 tokens extra. We're sitting right now at a total of, this is our total amount of tokens, times the current token price, 34.77. We're sitting at a total of $4,755. So we're still just over $3,000 at a loss, right? One Ethereum, just over one Ethereum loss on our 8K investment. I kind of want to take it out because 1.5 Ethereum I can use right now for a lot of other things, right? I kind of want to buy an Azuki. I have my Neo Tokyo Citizen. I have my Mutant Ape. So I want to get an Azuki. That's probably next. I'm kind of doubting whether I should go for the Azuki. Clone X is a good one. Doodles is a good one. But there's, you know, positives and negatives to all different NFTs, I guess. So I think I would prefer an Azuki myself. 1.5 Ethereum, you can easily throw that towards one of those blue chips NFTs that can bring a lot of value from the community. They share good and valuable information. You might make good plays because of that. You might, you know, meet new people that you're gonna have valuable connection and relationships with within business. So there's a lot of reasons to invest in certain other things, right? So that's why sometimes it's better to just take the loss because you're wasting time right now. I'm wasting time. I can use this money for something else. So the question is this really going to do a whole lot more than it is right now? Probably not. There is a bit of an upward trend here, right? Where we're earning more daily because of the more tokens that we get and the price isn't dropping down as much, but it's not doing a whole lot to our total amount of dollars, right? Even though the token's going up that much, it's sitting around that 4,500 mark, sometimes a little bit less towards the 4,000, sometimes like right now towards the 5K. I don't really see it bumping towards the 6K or more anytime soon, really. So that's why, again, if I'm on time, if I'm looking at it and I have my MacBook with me or I'm on my phone, I have time for it, and I see a 20% increase again. If it would jump up towards the 38 cent right now again, and I accumulated a couple of more tokens up until that moment, and it does go towards like the 5,500 or so, then yeah, I would probably take it out, right? Does it do a whole lot? Let's say it's gonna happen tomorrow and it's going towards the 38 cents, and tomorrow we've accumulated another 500 tokens and we're sitting at around 14,100 tokens. Well, yeah, you see, it doesn't do a whole lot. That's like 600 and something dollars different. So 600 different if the token price goes 10% up. So if we do get another 10% increase over the next 24 hours and I get a little bit more tokens, I only gain $600, right? So you got to understand, like, what's your possibility of gaining more money, of making more money, and what's the possibility of making less. Possibility that it's going down is a lot more present, considering we're earning less. We've got like a double factor here, right? We're earning less tokens per day because APR is decreasing and the token price is decreasing. So there's like two places that we're being hit, and there's only one place that we can gain from, which is of course the token price going up, because the APR will never increase. This is a given. This will go down and that's gonna stay like that. It's only getting less, the APR, right? So the only one thing that we can gain from is the token price increase. But considering so many tokens come in the circulating supply, etc., 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 yeah, I don't really see that happening. So a 10% increase would be nice. It's probably not gonna bump up above the 40% out of nowhere. So, you know, if something like this happens suddenly, where is that movement? If something like this happens out of nowhere, I'll stop with whatever I'm doing, take my money out instantly, right? This from now to like 60 cents, that would mean I would take my money out instantly and I'll be very, very happy with something like that happening. But is there really a whole lot of chance, like opportunity that's gonna happen? No, not really. So let's look at it then for a little bit the longer term. We'll go to the Discord, the announcements. So, hold on. Listing rewards first. We are earning a couple of tokens per day, but you know, not a whole lot. So we've got, for today, we've got 38 tokens, $13. For yesterday, we've got 34 tokens, $12. The day before, it's all roughly sitting at the same right now. This is where we claimed and didn't earn for a little bit. So we've got 4 days now. They are looking at increasing this to 14 days, which would be nice, because of course you have a lot of gas fees. So if right now in another 3 days, and then I need to collect, right? And I can collect 7 days. But I'm earning around $12 per day on average. So times 7, that's $84. And I probably have $50 in gas fee. So that's like $30 that you gain, which is nothing. Plus you can't stake it straight away. That's even a higher gas fee. So you need to just take out the tokens, which we did last time. Take out the tokens and just use it, but then you need to also transfer it from X2Y2 to like Ethereum or something else. So it's barely nothing, right? So it's such a waste for these tokens to come in a circulating supply without rewarding anyone. And the only one you're rewarding is Ethereum for paying gas fee, right? So they are looking at possibly changing stuff like that. So they're looking at a burning mechanism, which we've talked about. This is what they need, but it's too slow. Unfortunately, they're coming with it way too late. This should be top priority, right? So listing rewards, the number one person got 1,500 tokens, which is pretty decent, which is yesterday, yesterday. Then the day before, 900 tokens. And then this is a couple of updates, right? They had a staff meeting and the main points that were discussed. So they've got their NFT, it's like an NFT collection that's coming out soon. I think there's stuff like that here on it. No, maybe there was. They had some stuff. Oh yeah, this is funny. The hot collections. Bored Ape Yacht Club has only been one sale, but yeah, of course, volume is high straight away because of the one sale. Azuki is still trading, not as much as it was before. There's a lot of trades less, but there is volume. VFriends, of course, which is like a high, like a blue chip, I guess you can call it a blue chip project. Floor price sitting here at 17. I think that one was. It's either increased a lot or it's a lot different on OpenSea. VFriends 18 Ethereum. I remember not too long ago I wanted to jump in at 10, roughly 11. Cool. So that's doing pretty well. VFriends is doing pretty well, but you see there's projects here that have like a decent floor price, projects that are actual, cool pets, projects that are actually good projects, not just like those really weird small projects that nobody knows about anymore. So people are starting to actually use X2Y2 as marketplace. Discord tickets, most of them are closed, so they're helping the community out. X2Y2 team updates, so there's now 15 people on the back end and 7 mods plus the owner as CEO on the front end. Team is growing every day. Also TP, the owner, recruiting, looking for a CMO, which we will have good news soon. To be honest, I don't think this is that big of a team, right? 15 people in the back end and 7 moderators. With a project this big, with an NFT marketplace, a $1 billion industry, multi-billion dollar industry, this can be a $1 billion company if done well when looking at, market cap of OpenSea. Well, then this is like literally fucking nothing, right? To be honest. This is very small. Like this should be, this could be up to 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus when you're looking at, scaling up and coming up with multiple features and doing everything correct and right and whatever, and you want to be a fast-paced progressional business and company, well then this could be like 30 plus, 40 plus, 50 plus, right? So this is not even that big. 7 mods is not big either. I have a Discord with 650 people right now. We're like a tight, good community where we help each other out quite a lot. We share a lot of alpha. This is where we're creating our NFT as well, and we have 6-7 mods as well. So that's, this is not like a good promotional post, to be honest. Airdrop, for the time being, no changes. Listing rewards, working on changing claim period to 14 days. Later on, we'll implement a snapshot for community voting on such changes. Token burning or lock, exploring ways to create a burning or lock mechanism in the smart contract for unclaimed NFT listing rewards. This would be cool, right? Token lock would be like locking in your tokens. And when you assume token burning is, of course, creating a way to burning or lock mechanism in the smart contract for unclaimed NFT listing rewards, meaning all the NFTs or all the tokens that you don't claim in this section here will get burned. Yes, cool, but they're kind of missing it, because how many tokens is this? If I now forget it for a week after this, right? Then 7 days let's round it up upwards. 40, that is, how much is that? 280 tokens, which is roughly like last time, that I then forget and then get burned. That's nothing. That doesn't matter. That doesn't change anything. So yes, they are working on it, but they need to be more aggressive on that burning mechanism for the token price to go up, because as we said, it's just dying out slowly, kind of. And then on listing rewards here, again, also loosen the below 110% of floor rule, which has to do with NFT listing rewards. So they're changing up a little bit of things there, and they've got a new algorithm release soon that has to do with the NFT listing rewards system. You'd probably be better off to not stake money in it and not put money in it, just list NFTs and just get some free tokens, and then you just earn a couple of $100 over the month for just listing the NFTs, right? And this guy did get a massive amount of rewards, of course, 14,000 awards for selling his Bored Ape for 98 Ethereum, which is insane. But aside from that, not a whole lot of other new things. So most things that we've already discussed before. A couple of announcements. Yes, there's like a little bit of momentum coming here, but it's just too small. It's like you're in a $1 billion industry. You've got OpenSea that wants to go to like the stock market and wants to get a listing as like a proper actual listed stock company worth billions and billions of dollars, and that's the industry you're in, where billions of dollars are being traded every single day. And then you're coming up with like, oh, we got a team of 15 people working on this. Oh, we got like close to 30,000 people here, and we've got 7 mods, which a Discord with less than 1,000 people have as well. And then, we've got a burning system in place where we might get people to burn 200, 300, 400 tokens over a week's time. It's not aggressive enough, so they're probably not looking. That's my take on it. They're not really interested in really increasing the token price right now, which is not a bad thing, right? As a project itself, as the owners, the founders, you're not looking at the price, you're looking at the product you're promoting, you're looking at the value you're bringing, you're looking at the development and whatever. So they're probably looking at things from a longer term perspective, rather than being like, oh, how can we make our investors as much money as we can right now? Which is the same as owners that look at the floor price of their own project, and they don't really know what they're doing. That's not what you want to look at when you're running a project, you're not looking at the floor price. The floor price is just for the investors, right? Because they want to make money. You're looking at how can I reward my holders. So they're looking at it from how can I reward the people trading on my platform, which is what they're doing, because most of the announcements coming up are more focused on people trading NFTs that are better off trading on their platform compared to OpenSea. They're not looking at, oh, this is why you should invest your money in us. So, when looking at from that point, I guess it kind of makes sense, but it is unfortunate because we're doing these videos and we're looking at things from an investor's point of view, right? So, game plan from now on is we'll keep a good close eye on the price. If it jumps up another 10 to 20%, we'll probably sell the tokens and we'll use the two or more, little over two, no, not two Ethereum, 1.5 Ethereum or a little bit more that we get back from it, and we'll go and buying Azuki, which means that we can shift the videos from talking about X2Y2 towards Azuki. We can also do Neo Tokyo, and we can talk about more of these blue chips projects and why they're so expensive and what the value actually is that they're bringing, which I think can be a cool concept to talk a lot bit more about and dive in depth of why are these projects so expensive and what is the actual value in there, and the comparison, considering we'll have a Bored Ape, we'll have an Azuki, we'll have a Neo Tokyo, so we got a couple of blue chips. What's the difference there, and who should buy which one? What type of person are you? What are you looking for, and which one suits you best? And then we're probably looking at the differences. I don't really like CryptoPunks, to be honest. It doesn't attract me. Floor price Invisible Friends has gone up a little bit. We're probably looking at either Clone X, Azuki, Doodles. I've thought about CryptoConks as well. Now I'm a little bit less attracted to CryptoConks than I was before. But still, it's still a good one. It still has a potential. So there's a couple of different ones that have potential that we can possibly get into. We already have a Neo Tokyo, and then we already have the Mutant Ape. So then we can compare a little bit. But this is all for future topics for us to discuss. This is what we're talking about in our Discord, of course. So if you haven't joined yet, make sure you join the Discord link. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. If you just hit the subscribe button and the bell notifications to get updated on the next videos, I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.